Just technically unrelated, so we probably got the same germ.
Technically.
Although whatever germs he had last summer, I don't want them. Go ahead, fire away.
You guys started out pretty good. What happened in the second quarter? You seemed like you had all bogged down on offense.
We didn't make some of the third downs that we made early in the game. I think we made the first 5 or 6 third downs of the game. And they made a couple adjustments. They were pretty aggressive. We probably took our foot off the gas a little bit as well. So a couple things.
Joe said he doesn't want Rob running, taking off and running as much as he did. Do you feel the same way? And
a couple of them had no choice. I mean, they were passes, and he just took off and got some yardage. One was a read. They took the first option away, and he took off for the ball. So I mean, we didn't really call. There weren't really design runs called for. It just happened that way. And I think as we go, we may need to run him more.
Did you take a deep breath a couple times when you really got wrapped on the sideline?
When Rob did?
Yeah.
He's tough. I don't worry about him being tough. I mean, we found that out last week. He's tough, and he's a competitor, so I don't worry about him getting hit. He finally wore rib protectors today after last week. He didn't want to wear them. I said he came out to practice on Monday and had them. I said, oh, you figured it out, didn't you?
Early on, it seemed like you were trying to pass the ball, and then they had that long 17-play, 80-yard drive where you really kept it on the ground. Was that kind of a response to how Rob was playing, or was that the game plan?
No, we just want to try and put ourselves in a position where, hey, we're going to run it, we're going to run it, we're going to run it. And let's see if we can run it. Because, Kent State's a good defensive football team. BC was 6'3" at the half. BC had all kinds of problems running the ball on them. We knew they were going to be tough. They put a lot of guys around the ball. They have a good blitz package. I told a couple of coaches in the elevator coming down, I said, you guys got a good defensive football team. And they gave us some, gave us some things, gave us some problems, and we got to execute a little better. But it was more just to try and set a demeanor and say, hey, guys, we're going to run the football, and let's see if we can do it.
Jeff, what happened with Royster? Peter, what point did you know this week you'd be starting?
Well, I mean, it's kind of decided after Wednesday practice, because Coach Jay kind of grades how we do during the week, and then he makes a decision from there. I knew from Wednesday.
How'd you compare this week of practice that you had to ones you've had in the past?
Well, I mean, it was a tough week, but we deserved a tough week. Missed a lot of tackles last week. There's a lot of things that we didn't do that we should have done, and we were trying to fix them and get ourselves straight during practice this week.
Pete, is starting a big deal for the guys in the D-line, considering you rotate so much now?
I guess it's not as big of a deal as other positions. Coach Jay likes to rotate guys, keep everybody fresh, and I think it's beneficial to us overall.
After the redshirt year, the injury last year, this is kind of your first chance to get on the field. How does it feel to kind of be able to make a difference? Is it sort of like starting from day one, or do you feel like you've kind of had the practice and the ability to come in here?
I mean, I knew I had the ability, but the injury was kind of a big setback. Every day I just thought about football, worked towards getting back, worked towards helping this team be successful.
Did you have an idea you might be starting today?
Yes.
Yeah. Even before today, or?
I knew Wednesday.
Okay.
What was your initial reaction when you got hurt?
I was happy about it, but we had a job to do. We had to get better from last week, make some improvements, and we still got more work to do, but I think we'll get there.
Down. I just wanted us to go out and prepare and get ready for this game. Penn State was a pretty good team, and they didn't want us to linger on what happened the previous week and let it come over this week.
Were there more contact drills than usual?
I wouldn't say more contact drills. We did the same basic practice. We just practiced a little more harder. You know what I mean? So it was the same basic stuff.
Thoughts on getting the start today?
I don't know what to tell you. Coaches just feel like I deserve to start, so that's how it happened.
And you also saw the touchdown that got called back. What was that?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. That hurt. But it happened, so got to go get another one.
Justin, how much progress do you think the offense made today?
Oh, I think we made real good progress. From last week, from turning the ball over to actually finishing our drives. That was the main thing Coach Joe was talking about during practice. He said he wanted us to finish our drives, and we did that. I think we did well with that.
Do you think with a young quarterback, with somebody like Rob, that there are going to be some real good moments and some real tough moments
Yeah, I mean he's young, but he's learning real fast. You know, he's real mature, and he's able to pick up on things quick. So I think it's an exciting season come ahead of us.
Hey there, Derek.
How you doing?
Can you kind of talk me through the interception at the end of the first half there?
Well, actually, we was trying not to give them any big plays today, so we was really stressing on that today. So I kind of seen the quarterback drop back, and he cocked his arm back like he's ready to let it go. So I put my head down and ran. I looked up, the ball was there. I got my feet in bounds. I was hoping I could get back down the field, but stepped out a little too late.
Can you talk about how far you've come personally after the red shirt last year and now kind of into a few games into really your freshman season?
I think my red shirt year really helped me. I put on about 17 pounds. I got a lot of experience because this is my second year playing corner now. So a lot of the guys have taught me a lot. Steph helped me out coming from high school to here. Dan Lynn has helped me out a lot of corners. So I think I made a lot of progression.
Secondary made a couple of interceptions today. Was there a focus on that during the week?
We heard a lot about it this week. A lot of people saying we didn't have any turnovers. So us as the corners, we just came together. We said we're gonna put our hat on people today. We're gonna start hitting, try to cause some fumbles, and we're gonna try to get some interceptions this week. So we kind of worked hard at practice on that today, so we can finally get some.
Just seemed like kind of going through the motions.
I mean, towards the end there a little bit. I mean, those guys, they kind of, they kind of got a little they kind of knew what they were doing a little bit. So it's harder. I mean, it's a little harder to produce that kind of environment and intensity when the game's kind of in the winding minutes. But I think our guys did a good job of playing 4 quarters and got the shutout. So.
You've kind of been rotating through at all the positions, I think, in the linebacking corps. Can you talk about what it's like to kind of have to play, have so many different hats, outside, inside, nickel?
I mean, it's really just a matter of knowing what you're doing and when, paying attention to the game and being in tune to the game. So, I mean, when I'm out there, I really just, as long as I'm out there and, it's kind of, whether you're here or there, you're still playing linebacker and you're still getting off blocks and trying to make plays. So it's really not all that different for me. Knowing that you can't miss tackles, so if you miss a tackle in practice that you should have had, you were being taken out, and that was kind of the message we were sending all week to everyone. And I thought we tackled pretty well today, and definitely a big improvement from last week.
Was the tackling at Alabama that bad when you looked at film that they needed to hammer that home?
Yes, I mean it was terrible in Alabama, and we definitely concentrated on that this week, and we were trying to hammer it home, and we'll have to watch the tape and see how we actually did. But as far as being in the game, I felt that we tackled pretty well.
You wore pads on Wednesday. I understand that's unique. What kind of message was that sending to?
Yeah, we were full pads Tuesday and Wednesday.
Right.
Usually we're not, but yeah, it was a message that we need a lot of improvement. So we were hitting all week in practice. It was good practices all week. A lot of contact, kind of like camp and stuff like that. So I felt we had a good week of practice, and we were fundamentally sound all week.
Nick, with some of the personnel changes, do you think the coaches were trying to send a message that nobody's job is safe?
Right. They were doing that all week in practice, and if you had a bad play, you were coming out, and they were trying to send that message. And a couple of times here and there, it happened in the game, and just trying to keep everyone focused. And like you said, yeah, no one's job is solidified.
How did Andrew do you think? I mean, he got a lot more playing time today. How do you think he did?
Definitely, he got a lot of playing time. He did real well, I thought, and we'll have to watch the film, see how we all did, but he played well when he was in. It was pretty good. Yeah. I found out right before we went on the field, so it was kind of surprising. But
Really? How soon before you went on the field did you find out?
I mean, as soon as we came out and got onto the sideline, Coach told me that I was starting.
Did you expect that you might get to start today? Or?
I mean, I've been kind of working with Jack because Jack had a little injury, but I wasn't really sure, but it came out. It was a pretty good experience.
Yeah. What was this injury?
I think he had like a hip point or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He didn't really have a problem with it today, so I think he'll be back.
Okay. He suffered that in practice?
Yeah.
Or something? Did he miss any practice?
No. He just gave him limited time.
Okay, I see. Coach Paterno mentioned that one of the things he's been talking with you about is developing more of like a fire almost. Has he talked about that much with you or as Coach Johnson?
Yeah, I'm just on low kill. Like,
yeah.
I guess I don't really show that much emotion, so they're trying to get me to be a little bit more like vocal.
Okay.
And show a little bit more emotion.
Is that you though, or is that your personality too?
I mean, I'm just laid back. Like, I'm fired up, but I really don't show it.
Don't show it as much as the way some other guys do. How did that first start compare today to what you thought it would be like when when you were thinking about the first chance to start at Penn State?
It was a good experience. Like, I felt like I came out kind of slow at first, but it started to pick up.